Speaking to you from the Museum Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, and happy to have a Saturday night visit again with Tony, Orlando, and Dawn and their Rainbow Hour. We're going to have fun on this show tonight because we're going to be looking at a fella who had so much talent and so many interests you never knew what hat he would be wearing. At the time he took the Rainbow Hour stage, Danny Thomas was already one of the most successful show business executives in the world. The company had formed with Sheldon Leonard and eventually with Aaron Spelling, produced hits and profits beyond imagining. It was Danny Thomas's company that produced The Andy Griffith Show, The Dick Van Dyke Show, Gomer Pyle, The Mod Squad, and I could go on this one. This was after Danny himself had already scored a personal triumph in Make Room for Daddy, but his story started long before that. His family came to this country from Lebanon. He was born Muziad Yaqub in Deerfield, Michigan. He was raised in Toledo, Ohio, and he loved the entertainment business from the time he could talk. And by age 20, he was a radio singer in Detroit. His skill as an MC led him to a career in comedy. And he worked nightclubs, which he called saloons. And his reputation grew far beyond Detroit. When I first saw him, he was the best known and best paid nightclub comic in the nation, and there was something unusual about him. Then as now, nightclub comedians used material that patrons would not hear on radio or TV. Often it was risque, sometimes it was worse than risque, but never with Danny. He made audiences laugh, and I mean really laugh hard, without an expletive or without any off-color reference at all. In movies, he went to a studio head and he wanted to play Gus Kahn, the great songwriter, in a film. The mogul said he'd have to get his nose fixed. Danny said, "My nose is just like Gus's, and furthermore, there are a lot of guys with noses like mine, and they buy tickets too." He started to storm out. He got the job and kept his nose, as you're about to see on the Tony, Orlando, and Dawn Rainbow Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony, Orlando, and Dawn.
From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, oh, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. Get country. I got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, oh, I knew I'd have a never-ending love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, feel for each other from now on. Look away, feels so good I can hardly stand it. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. I've got a never-ending love for you. Oh, take away. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, oh, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. Go ahead and burn. Never-ending love for you. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Never-ending song for you. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. I got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, oh, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song for you. Oh, play it good country now. Get down. I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know why you feel that way. This is our first show of the year. And boy, do I hope that this year goes as well as last year.
That's right. It was a great year for foxy chicks and sequins and hairy Greek-Ricans.
Telma, Don't knock him. I don't know how many people know this, but our Tony was voted the best casually dressed man in America.
See, the problem is you only see me in my work clothes. You don't really realize.
But he was also voted the best casually dressed woman in America.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's just another high heel joke.
You want to know something, Telma? I am up to here, right there, with high-heeled jokes.
Well, if you didn't wear them, you'd only be up to here.
Things haven't changed. Things haven't. You know, you exaggerate everything. My heels ain't that high.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, show the folks what you look like without them.
Yeah, jump out and
Stay
show off. Come on, let him out. Don't want to do it, huh?
No problem.
Chicken.
You want to see me without my shoes?
I want to see you without your shoes.
No problem. I ain't afraid to show how I look without my shoes. No problem.
Doing a lot of talking. Drop them. Show them your amazing feats. Are they glued on? Let's put them.
All this time you guys didn't know it, but I'm really Sonny Bono.
And that's with platform socks.
All right. Look who's talking. If you took off your heels, you'd look like Toulouse and Lautrec.
I would not.
Oh, no, huh? Well, come on. You're so smart. Take off your shoes. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's right. Let's see what happens here. That's it. Let me see what goes on here. Uh-huh. There you go. There we have it, folks. America's newest singing sensation, Tony Orlando and Dwarf. I'm telling you, this is a show of truth. We hide nothing here. So let's meet our wonderful guests. Ladies and gentlemen, a master of comedy and a man that I'm looking forward to introduce to you because I know he's going to entertain us all for the rest of the hour. Would you all welcome the great Mr. Danny Thomas. After all these years, I didn't know you're really Mickey Rooney. And also with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very funny lady. We all love her on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. A friend of our family here. Welcome, please, Miss Georgia Engel. Hello, Georgia. Welcome home. Come on.
I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, oh, I knew I'd sing my never-ending song for you. I'd sing my never-ending song of love for you.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's Tony Orlando and Dawn, featuring Joyce, Vincent Wilson, and Telma Hopkins, with tonight's guest star Georgia Engel and special guest star Danny Thomas.
If your son or daughter has been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, there's good news. The American Academy of Pediatrics guidelines recommend stimulant medications to treat ADHD. Certain types of these ADHD medications have been safely and widely used for over 40 years. Today, some once-daily medications effectively control symptoms through 12 hours and minimize the peaks and valleys patients may experience. Call to learn more about an ADHD treatment option that is consistent with the American Academy of Pediatrics guidelines.
Our doctor prescribed a once-daily medication for my son's ADHD. We didn't want him taking it in school.
My daughter takes her medication once in the morning. We're seeing consistent symptom control all day. She eats well, sleeps well, and is really making progress.
For a free video and information on a once-daily ADHD treatment, make the call that may make the difference.
Ladies, are you embarrassed by spider veins? Do your legs look like this? Would you like them to look like this and this? Well, you can. And now you can do it for free. That's right. Call right now for a free supply of Vanish, the Swedish vein therapy formula. It's not a cosmetic or cover-up. It's a revolutionary new treatment clinically tested to actually repair and diminish ugly spider veins. With regular use, Vanish will effectively eliminate or drastically reduce unsightly spider veins. And now you can have these same results free, just for calling now. Spider veins are actually clogged blood vessels, but just rub Vanish into your legs and it stimulates the blood vessels beneath the surface of your skin, reducing the appearance of your spider veins. In just weeks, spider veins are actually eliminated or greatly reduced, so you can have healthier and younger looking legs. This lady covered her legs all the time, but Vanish gave her new freedom to wear the clothes she wants. Try Vanish now for free, and you too will have results like this in just weeks. Vanish is not a cover-up. Its amazing patented formula is made from all natural herbal compounds that penetrate and unclog your veins. Vanish, the Swedish vein therapy formula, is clinically tested effective in eliminating or reducing unsightly spider veins. All you have to do is call and you can have Vanish for free. Then, to make sure you don't run out, we'll send you a 2-month supply every 60 days for half the regular price. You can call and cancel anytime. There's no obligation. So if you want to go from this to this, then you need to call and order Vanish today.
To receive your free supply of Vanish, call 1-800-385-1291. Get rid of those unsightly spider veins. Call 1-800-385-1291 right now.
Make a wish, Ma.
Oh, let me get the plates, Mom. With which arm? I don't mind, honey. All grown up and they still depend on me. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what I wished for out there? That I'll always be as independent as I am today, and that I never leave a burden to those kids. I know what funerals cost. That's why I got life insurance from the Colonial Penn Insurance Program.
Now is the best time to call the Colonial Penn Insurance Program. Because benefits are based on your age, the amount of coverage you can get will never be higher. Plus, your acceptance is guaranteed. If you're 50 or older, you cannot be turned down regardless of your health. It's affordable. Your coverage costs just $6.95 a month per unit. What's more, that rate will never go up, and your benefit never decreases. So call now.
Call 1-800-258-0555 to receive free information in the mail. 1-800-258-0555.
You're watching Tony Orlando and Dawn on the GoodLife TV Network.
That's a TV set, not a bongo drum. Well, in 5 seconds, it's gonna be a UFO, cause I'm throwing this turkey out the window. Spanking it ain't gonna help. You know, we should have known better than go back to Wild Bill's warehouse outlet again. The last thing we bought there was a blender. It had 2 speeds, stop and off. You just ain't used to color television, that's all. You're right, Maureen. I never expected Tony, Orlando, and Dawn to be the same color. Purple. We've been ripped off again. Oh, Lou Effie, you just can't handle nothing mechanical. It took you 3 weeks to learn how to operate a doorbell. you something. Now look here. Ain't that beautiful color? Yeah, that's great color, if you don't mind watching it like this. Well, all you got to do is adjust the vertical. Oh, you know so much. Oh, girl, you ought to know by now that if you touch that vertical dial, you'll get a shock that'll straighten out your knots.
That boob tube almost melted my feelings.
It's a boob tube, all right, and we the boobs that bought it. But you is forgetting one thing, honey. We got a lifetime guarantee from Wild Bill. I ain't forgotten nothing. I done called the turkey. If he don't get over here pretty soon, he gonna have a wild Lou Effie on his hand. That must be him now. Well, hi, we've been waiting on you.
Howdy, gals. Wild Bill at your service.
It took you long enough to get here. What happened? Did your horse get winded? The man is here to fix the set.
She's right. I'll stand behind each and every set I sell.
Then you might as well stand behind this one, cause the show ain't nothing to watch in the front.
Well, let me take a look, you hear? Well, I'll have the problem rounded up in no time at all. First of all, we gotta turn up the volume. Oh, I sure do love that Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk?
What, you don't like Lawrence? Well, we'll try another channel. Yeah, that Lucy and Desi get me every time.
You ain't Wild Bill. You crazy, Jack. There ain't nothing on there.
Lucy and Desi?
Why, sure, ma'am. Right cheers, Lucy. Right cheer is Desi. Why, your eyes must be plumb tuckered out. Here, we'll try some of the other channels.
I knew Lucy and Desi were popular, but since when are they on every channel?
Shh. Listen. Why, you got a good set here. Without any help from us, it went and picked up Japan.
This set is just like you, a big turkey.
Turkey? Why, there's nothing wrong with this here set. Haven't you ever got up in the morning feeling rotten, huh? Why, this set is just a little tired, that's all.
Are you trying to tell us that our TV is suffering from a 24-hour virus?
Exactly. This here set is sick.
Yes, must be awful sick. It's starting to run a fever.
Tell me something, Slick. We got a lifetime guarantee on this thing, don't we?
Sure as shooting. A lifetime guarantee.
Take off your hat, Wild Bill. Ain't you got no respect for the dead?
Just passed away. It's gone to that big antenna in the sky.
Shh. It ain't dead. Listen. It's picking up a submarine.
Well, I'm declaring this thing legally dead. Give us our $40 back.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, ladies, because I like you. I'm gonna give you a choice. Now, either you can kiss this $40 goodbye, or I'll let you put this toward a down payment on a brand new, more expensive set. One that has your name on it.
You must think our name is stupid.
No, I'm telling you, it's a 25-inch, and it has a color screen with a tape deck and a stereo, and an alarm clock, digital, and you can even plug your toaster into it.
Look, all we want is something we can watch, not something we got to outwit. much is this set gonna cost?
Only $280.
You crazy? We ain't got that kind of money.
Well, it looks like old Wild Bill has you over a barrel, huh? We'll be seeing you, huh?
Say, Wild Bill.
Yes.
Before you go, could you do us one little favor?
Why, sure.
Our picture seems to be jumping a little.
Oh, that's only the vertical.
Would you mind adjusting the vertical for us?
Why, it would be my pleasure, ma'am.
You such a sweetheart.
It's right here in the back. Pull the plug. Pull the plug.
We'll do it, but there's gonna be a slight charge. Yeah, about $40.
Take it. Take it. I'm getting out of here right now.
Well, what about your set?
You can keep that piece of junk.
We'll be back to our feature, The Creature from the Coffee Urn, right after this announcement.
Howdy. This is Wild Bill talking. Come on in. The prices here will really shock you.
Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Georgia Engel. You know,
there you are on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and we know you as Georgette, and often people say, oh, that's the little girl that has that feather brain kind of way about her, right?
Yeah, but Tony, you know I'm not really a featherbrain, don't you?
Well, sure. We all know that. I mean, we know that you're just acting a part. And by the way, congratulations on your marriage to Ted Baxter.
Thank you. That's right. Not long ago, Ted Baxter and I got married on the show.
Of course, in real life, we all know that Ted Baxter is really a good friend of our show's, Mr. Ted Knight.
He is?
There she goes, folks. She's acting again on me. She's the... You... Can I ask you a question? Honest answer, okay? And you're a funny lady, but I asked you to come on the show, and in the middle of the week, I said, Georgia, do you like the script? And you said, I love it. Do you like all the things that you're going to be doing on the show? And you said, yeah, I love the sketches. But I got to ask you something right here and now. If you could do any one thing on this show, on a variety show, especially ours, what would you like to do?
I'd like to dance.
Dance? Well, that's simple. Here we go.
No. I like to dance that way, but not that kind, I didn't mean.
Oh, you don't mean dance. You mean you want to dance.
Right.
Well, in that case, Georgia Engel, this stage belongs to you.
Thank you, Tony. I can tell by your smiles that you don't think I can really dance. Well, I can. I danced on Broadway. I was the first girl in the second row in the third scene of the fourth number in fifth position at 10 o'clock on the nose. The first blonde in Scheherazade, the first swan in the Swan Lake. Then I played the thorn in the Spectre of the Rose. In Negruchka, a fairy. In Petrushka, a bear. And in Sylphide, I was something that would really curl your hair. But the season's over for this patootie, and though I'm not a beauty, I took up acting, wearing normal clothes. But I wish I still was standing on my toes. I remember in Gaiety Parisienne, my left bank was singled out. And in the Nutcracker, I was a candy cane. and in the chocolate soldier, a marzipan.
Attention property owners, do you spend weeks or months every year raking and blowing, bagging and hauling? Does it seem like you never finish this back-breaking job? Well, now you can clear acres of leaves, sticks, pine needles, grass, almost any lawn debris sitting down. Introducing the Cyclone Rake, the revolutionary all-in-one vacuum mulcher from Woodland Power Products. The Cyclone Rake hitches to nearly any riding mower. Its powerful vacuum turbine gives you 10 times the lifting power of most mowers and 5 times the hauling capacity. That's over 200 gallons, more than 6 of these big lawn barrels. The Cyclone Rake is so powerful, it lifts and mulches just about any yard debris in a single pass. Look how easily it clears this deep leaf cover. Our Power Vacuum Pickup accessory gives you professional truck loader power and goes everywhere your mower can't reach. Unloading the Cyclone Rake is easy too. Just back up to your compost site and drive away. If you have curbside pickup, our optional Power Bagger accessory automatically mulches and bags curbside ready as you drive. You'll never stuff lawn bags again. And our optional Power Unloader accessory lets you unload to places you can't even drive to, like over a fence, into a truck, or right uphill. And when you're done, the Cyclone Rake folds up flat and hangs right on the wall. It actually takes no more floor space than this push mower.
So call 1-800-311-3310 today for your free Cyclone Rake information kit. When it comes to property cleanup, there's never been a more powerful tool. Call 1-800-311-3310. See for yourself how the Cyclone Rake turns yard cleanup into a ride in the park. Call 1-800-311-3310. That's 1-800-311-3310. Call now.
My dad is a hero. He goes into places normal people want to get away from. He rescues families, makes everyone safe. But the best thing he can do is come home.
The U.S. Fire Administration reminds you to protect the heroes who protect our lives. Have a smoke alarm on every floor. Test it monthly. Replace the battery yearly. Do your part to get out before they have to come in.
You're watching Tony, Orlando, and Dawn on the GoodLife TV Network.
Shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no lovin' since January, February, June, July. Snow time stay outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my gal.
Say my place here, fellas, okay, until I get back.
Okay, Tony, okay, Tony, okay, Tony. We'll save your place for you.
Wonderful.
Well, there they are, folks, the Pointless Brothers.
Telma, come on now. Don't you realize what a unique musical form that is? The Barbershop quartet. That's how music sounded at the turn of the century.
You should know. The last time you were at a barbershop, it was the turn of the century.
And what did you do to your mustache? Soak it in vitamin E oil?
All right, Joyce, come on now. Have a little sympathy, will you? Because the guys and I worked very hard to put this together. I mean, this is an authentic slice of Americana.
So is a traffic accident, but I'm not interested in that either.
Who are these guys?
Who are the guys? Oh, boy, am I glad you asked. Guys, come on, they want to know who you are.
I'm Terry. I'm Jerry. I'm Harry. We're happy to meet you, happy to greet you, happy to say hello.
I'm sorry I asked.
Tell me, how did you all meet one another?
Fellas, the little lady wants to know how we met.
While strolling through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May.
Do you guys really dress up like waiters in a pizza parlor and sing like this on purpose?
Yeah, aside from being corny, you don't even have music. Where's your band?
Yeah.
Come on, girls, you don't need a band when you have voices like that.
Well, with voices like that, what you need is laryngitis.
All right, now, seriously, you know that rock groups, all of them that we know of today, you know they all come from this musical origin? 4-part harmony.
Yeah, that's another question. How come it's always just 4 voices? Couldn't we join your barbershop?
Oh, yeah, come on.
No way. No, it's impossible. It's really impossible. You see, because if you join this group, it would now be a barbershop sextet. And of course, you can't do a sextet on the family hour. Okay, guys, let's give a note.
By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon with my honey. I'll croon love's tune. Honeymoon, keep a shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Down by the silvery moon.
Oh, thank you.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time. One more time.
My turn. One more
time. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon. With my honey I'll croon love's tune. Honeymoon, keep a shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon. Take me home by the silvery moon.
I left my baby down by the light of the silvery moon.
I left my baby silvery moon.
We think that
Thank you.
You know, whenever people in show business talk about great storytellers, you, Mr. Danny Thomas, are at the top of the list.
Oh, thank you, Tony, but there are a lot of so-called great storytellers. If I have a secret at all, is that I do make the stories believable.
And believe me, nobody does that better than you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, here's my introduction. The unbelievably believable, and believe me, he is unbelievable. When he tells a believable story, you will believe it. Welcome, as great an entertainer as he is a man, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you, you've already done it. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I like to tell believable stories, and there are some things, of course, that you can't make believable at all, and since this show is airing in the bicentennial year, I think it's time for us to wake up and stop demeaning the teenagers of our country. 98% of them are decent human beings. And that's right. Now, I mean, I have raised 3 teens, and they all turned out well, thank God. And 98% of our teens in this country are decent kids, not delinquent, immoral bums as they're painted to be because 2% went wrong. And what murders me is the 2% that went wrong get all the publicity, and the 98% that do good get no publicity at all. Let's change that this year. That's all. And that's the end of it. No, it really galls me as a father and a grandfather. I'll tell you this much, my fellow Americans. There can be nothing wrong with any child who grows up in a home where the father is the boss of his house and not a guest in it. You can bet me. Papa's got to be the boss. I know. I'm not making this up. I give you my word of honor. As a child, I never remember passing my father without ducking. He kept me loose, boy. Loose. But he was a great sportsman. Always hit me on the rise. And he'd say, that's for nothing. Now do something. My father operated on the theory that discipline means you care. And he made the point. He said, I hit you because I love you. And he loved me the most. Boy, I will never forget the time he showed great love for me. That's when he caught me stealing a nickel from the sugar bowl. He gave me a spanking. I swear I couldn't sit down for a week. To this day, when I reach for a cube of sugar, I have an urge to stand up. And I say that's the way to bring up children. You can have child psychology and progressive education for your birthday, especially pre-nursery school. Boy, I tell you, I had a fight with my wife. She sent our son when I was on the road. He's 3 years old, sent him to pre-nursery school. He's a baby, 3 years old. What could they teach him? They taught him how to nap. And I paid the teacher $75 a week, and she napped with him. But I'll tell you, he got good at it, napped right through high school. You notice the way the kids talk today? Like he was going on a date one night. I said, you gonna be out too late, Tony? He said, no, I'm gonna be, I'll be over here, just over here, and I'm out there. Yeah, I'll see you, baby. See you, baby. If I'd ever said baby to my father, I wouldn't have lived to get to it out. I love the way the kids, they got something going all the time. They hear something. I don't know, they got to move. They're moving all the time. I swear I'm not making this up. He was cramming for exams, reading a book, eating an apple, and coming down the hall in our house like this. Oh, baby. Ah, chicken beef. I thought I was going deaf. I didn't hear a radio or phone. Then I started looking for his dancing partner. Then I realized the kids today don't need a dancing partner. Haven't got one and never got one. You ever notice? You ever go to those dances? You should go with your children. They're really marvelous. I went several times. This one time he had a date, a cute little Swedish girl, a little blonde. He took her and he's got the first dance with her, and he starts singing. They're dancing like that. And he starts singing, I love you, baby, all my life. You're the one gonna be my wife. He turned, got a new one. He never saw that one again. I tell you, I don't put them down for the way they dance. And neither should you. They're the absolute holy innocents. They never touch each other. We were the dirty ones. Oh, I tell you, kids today don't know what they're missing not dancing the way we used to. And don't tell them. Don't tell them anything. Leave them alone. They'll grow up fine. They're just different than we are. As we were different than our parents. They're just young and foolish, that's all. And who has a better right to be? And that's the title of the song. Young, young and foolish. Why are they wrong to be young and foolish? Hey. They haven't long to be. Soon enough, the carefree days, the sunlit days go by. Soon enough, the bluebird has got to fly. So it's not foolish to give them all our love, for we can help them do what they're dreaming of. Smiling, smiling in the sunlight and laughing, laughing in the rain. Oh, gee, I'd love to be that young and foolish again.
If your son or daughter has been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, there's good news. The American Academy of Pediatrics guidelines recommend stimulant medications to treat ADHD. Certain types of these ADHD medications have been safely and widely used for over 40 years. Today, some once-daily medications effectively control symptoms through 12 hours and minimize the peaks and valleys patients may experience. Call to learn more about an ADHD treatment option that is consistent with the American Academy of Pediatrics guidelines.
Our doctor prescribed a once-daily medication for my son's ADHD. We didn't want him taking it in school.
My daughter takes her medication once in the morning. We're seeing consistent symptom control all day. She eats well, sleeps well, and is really making progress.
For a free video and information on a once-daily ADHD treatment, make the call that may make the difference.
30 years, more than 4,000 shows, featuring more than 23,000 guests. This was The Tonight Show, starring the king of late night, Johnny Carson. Through the 60s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s, The Tonight Show was America's late night party, and the talk show everyone was always talking about. This is the Johnny Carson Collection, a 3-tape trip back in time featuring Johnny's favorite moments from The Tonight Show. Call now during this special television offer, and we'll even include a 4th video, The Final Show, America Says Farewell, from 1992. This remarkable 4-volume collection can be yours for just $49.99 plus shipping and handling. Order now and receive the bonus video, Wild About Animals, at no extra charge. That's almost 5 hours of classic memories on 5 great videos.
To order, call 1-800-582-1444 or send check or money order to the address on your screen. The Johnny Carson Collection on VHS or DVD. The choice is yours. Call now, 1-800-582-1444.
Now, baby Telma, would you like Mommy to read you a bedtime story?
No, I want to go to the bathroom.
You've been to the bathroom 6 times.
7 is my lucky number.
I'm warning you, baby Telma. Do you want Mommy to read you a story from this book or hit you with it?
Tell me a story.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a mean man named Herr Whatchamacallit. He was very rich for making door knockers for all the finest houses in Bavaria.
When I started making these knockers, my papa told me it would open a lot of doors for me. I figured out I get 20 cents a knock. So don't knock it.
One day, there came to his door a young man who had an idea for a new invention called the doorbell. And his name was Ludwig Who Is It?
Coming, coming. Who is it?
That's right.
What's right?
Who is it?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know who is it.
Well, let me introduce myself.
Go ahead.
Who is it?
Who cares?
How do you do, Mr. Who Cares?
I am not who cares. I am here, whatchamacallit.
Oh, and I am Ludwig Who Is It? And I am working on the greatest invention ever. The doorbell.
The doorbell? This cuckoo's been smoking too much Edelweiss.
Don't laugh. I know what I'm doing. Today the doorbell, tomorrow the Avon lady.
So, that's a doorbell. You think it's better than the knocker? How does it work?
Well, when people come to the door, instead of knocking, they will use this.
Instead of knocking, they use this? Well, let's see how that works. That's very easy on the knuckles, but it's tough on the door.
This is ridiculous, and boy, are you dumb. Well, let me show you how the doorbell works. It's very simple.
They'll never hear that. Yeah, on that they'll hear.
So that was the end of the dumbbell with the doorbell.
Not quite. Herr Whatchamacallit, being a shrewd man, decided to give Ludwig a job so he could keep an eye on it.
Oh, I get it. 'Cause if Ludwig invents a doorbell, then the knocker business will be deader than Kelsey. Sorry, Mommy.
Boy, it's sure nice of Herr Whatchamacallit to let me work only 23 hours a day. It leaves me a whole hour to work on my invention and 4 seconds for a coffee break.
Ludwig! Ludwig!
Uh-oh. It's the boss's daughter, Gretchen. She's always blowing in my ear. I wonder what she wants.
Ludwig, you never pay any attention to me. I have needs. I'm a woman with needs.
What do you need? I got nails, boats, nuts.
You know what I need.
Okay, when I'm through with the doorbell, I'll make you a brain.
Oh, is that your new invention?
Yes, but I finally figured out what was missing. Something to push.
You just invented a push-button knock-knock.
Dang it! Just missed again. I haven't got it yet, but I'm getting warm.
So am I.
And that's how you waste your time. I pay you 10 cents an hour, and you are messing around with my daughter.
You don't have to pay me. I'd mess around with your daughter for nothing.
Father, I love Ludwig, and someday he'll be famous.
Yeah, with those radical ideas over my dead body.
You can't stop progress.
No, maybe not, but I could slow it down a bissel. Ludwig, I'm taking away your 4-second coffee break.
Isn't the story getting exciting?
Yeah, now I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Anyway, time passed, and one day the queen came to Herr Whatchamacallit shop to pick up a pair of golden knockers for her palace.
That's either the queen or the first race at Pimlico.
Her Majesty Queen Schnauzer.
Your Majesty. That's the first queen in all the land?
Dummy, that's not a question.
This is the question. Where are the Queen's door knockers?
Oh, door knockers for the queen. Knockers for the queen.
They're not ready, Your Majesty.
Not ready? Guard! Off with his nose!
But it's not my fault, Your Majesty.
Who's blaming you? I'm just trying to help. You should get this thing fixed.
I shall take the blame, Your Largeness.
You will? You will? Off with his head, but save his hair. My poodle needs a transplant.
Wait! You'll thank me when I let you test my new invention, Your Majesty. Give me the royal finger.
Don't pay attention to him. He's just a radical kid, wants to change everything.
Change what?
Watch. Suppose someone comes to the palace door and wants you to know he's there.
Yes.
All he does is push this.
Oh, let me try that again. The man is a genius. What is your name?
Ludwig. Who is it?
From now on, I decree, on every home in every part of the land, there will be a doorbell.
That's very big of you. Scratch that.
And every time a bell is rung, the people will honor you by saying your name.
Ludwig!
Who is it?
That's right.
Ach, the Lieber, that Dummkopf has put me out of business. What will I do?
Sell coffee makers like you always do. There is one more thing, Your Majesty.
Yes?
I want to have a wedding with the beautiful Gretchen.
Oh, Ludwig, when is it?
No, Ludwig, who is it?
Oh, that's right.
A prolific little devil just invented the happy ending.
The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal.
And someday I'm gonna build a little home for 2, for 3, or 4 or more.
In Loveland for me and my
Hi,
Hi, Mary Beth Hoyt here for the Handy Stitch, the sewing solution for today that makes sewing fun, fast, and easy. The Handy Stitch uses the latest micro technology and actually fits in the palm of your hand. It does the jobs that conventional sewing machines can't, so you can sew anything, anywhere, at any time. It has the precision of a small machine to repair delicate fabrics like silk, yet has the power of a big machine to sew through tough fabrics like denim. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, the Handy Stitch is for you. You can even do repairs while wearing your clothes, repair a pocket without taking your pants off, fix a fallen hem in the office in no time, even use it for patching up outdoors. It's quick around corners and can add a decorative touch to all sorts of fabrics. You would never be able to sew draperies with a regular machine. The Handy Stitch is a portable sewing solution that makes life a little easier. It lets you put the professional touch on your home decorations and will pay for itself over and over. It gives you that genuine chain stitch, which means you get a secure, strong, and even stitch every time. It's battery powered or AC adaptable, so you can sew any fabric, anywhere, anytime. Because of its compact size, it travels with you. The Handy Stitch can even be used outside to repair a flag or fix an awning. Regular machines are bulky and can cost over $500. Call now and you'll get the Handy Stitch complete with 4-threaded extra wide metal spools, the needle threader, and an extra spool pin for regular size thread. A $40 value for just $14.99. But call in the next 5 minutes and we'll also include this giant 64-piece thread and bobbin collection, so you'll always have the right colored thread for any job. A $20 value, yours free. That means you get everything. The Handy Stitch, all the accessories, and the 64-piece thread and bobbin collection, an incredible $60 value, all for just $14.99. So call this number right now. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-217-0505. That's 1-800-217-0505. So call 1-800-217-0505 and order now.
Diamonds is next on the Good Life TV Network.
I let my baby down by the light of the silver rainbow. Come on! I let my baby down by the light of the silver rainbow. I let my baby down by the light of the silver rainbow. I let my baby down by the light of the silver rainbow.
Also appearing on tonight's show are Barbara Graham, Jerry Jackson, Doug Scott, John Sherborne, and Jerry Singers. Portions of this program were previously recorded. This is Roger Carroll speaking.
Next, can a pair of TV private eyes make it as real PIs? Find out on Diamonds. Then it's the music you love on Good Life Music TV.